Hey, Sherry with Sherry's World here. So again, my husband had gotten this kidney. So thankful that he got his kidney. We were thankful. And I was happy to be there with him, to sit with him and hopefully help him, as he needed in the hospital. But I was also going through my journey with the chemo shots and the steroids. So I would say by the time he came home from the hospital, because we had some scary moments. Not with the kidney. The kidney was a champ. The kidney was a champ. It was his body that kept giving him problems, including a hematoma that bled out, and they had to do surgery for that. So yeah, we ended up back in the hospital a couple of times with my husband, and I was still doing, my rounds. So I would say by the time we got to May, and I was also going to his appointments with him. Was I taking him at that point? I might have still been driving. I can't even remember now. It was so much going on from March until at least May, June. But if I'm not mistaken, I think I was driving him to his appointment. So he went from driving me to mine to me driving him to his. Hey, 32 years of marriage. That's what you're supposed to do. But anyway, and then my son would drive me to my appointments. When I on those days when I had to have my shot or whatever. But like I said, his kidney was a champ. And once we got past the hematoma doctor visit, then we were good. He's stronger. And as soon as they told him he could drive and it was okay if he went out of town, he immediately got in the car and scheduled a trip for the next week. Like I said, a champ. So by this time, I've learned that the chemo, one of the side effects is neuropathy. I don't have diabetes, but I ended up with I have and still have it, neuropathy in my feet and my legs up to about my calves, and I already had, and that's a whole other testimony from back in 2015. But everything was, sometimes my hands and fingers are numb because they're a little tingly even right now. So dealing with all that, I don't like, shutting needles, as I said before. Take, the blood work every time you go in. That's, after a while it just gets old. So by the time we got to May or June, I was over it. I was ready to say I don't want to do this anymore. It was, honestly, about to say just shut it all down. Be right back.